Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I am posting after a very long time, but this topic was given a lot of thought and then only we had started. This video may be little longer, but for sake of good things, we have to spend some time. Now this today's topic is grammar, Sanskrit grammar, which I even don't like to learn, to read, to explain anyone, but I'll tell you why to do so. Now, the subtopic of that grammar is lakar pratyay, means uh, prefixes, suffixes of the tenses, hmm? Suffixes of the tenses, which are for all classes. Means like NCERT will suggest that, ICSE board if take suggests that, then it is also for your state board. State board will of course suggest this thing. This is for all classes and a normal person too. Means a layman can even understand that. Let us start with it. So before starting that, please share this video more because I want views now. Now, there's one question in everyone's mind, even it came in my mind, that why to study? Why do we study grammar of Sanskrit? Now, I hear some sentences from my relatives, friends, nearby people. They say that I like Sanskrit literature like stories, poems, and many more, written by great Indian poets like Kalidas, Adi Shankaracharya, and many more are there. Then they also say that I want to study Indian literature instead of Western, but Sanskrit becomes a barrier. Even in the first situation, it had become barrier for the people. I want to flaunt in front of my relatives saying Sanskrit words because probably some people are there who are most likely towards Sanskrit language. Okay, they like it, but I can't speak because I know some words, but I don't know the grammar behind it. That's the only reason you should study grammar. Grammar makes your literature easy to understand. Grammar will make your paper writing assured by 50%. What's the meaning of the sentence? You would at least score 50% marks in your paper by writing grammar, by studying grammar thoroughly. So I thought to share some glimpse of grammar with you. Not we will go very deep into grammar topics. Very clear idea. We'll just do very shallow topics essential for understanding Indian literature. Then you can even flaunt in front of your relatives. This is not the objective of learning Sanskrit and its grammar, but we can do ना, मतलब जो हमारे पास है दिखाना तो चाहिए लोगों को. Yes, I'm there always to provide you knowledge from my side. This knowledge will be only given by me to you if I get to subscribe from you, if I get certain views. So please check the videos which I have given in the I link, and please check the videos I put in the description. Here I end my discussion about why do should we study grammar. Since now we have learned the importance of grammar, we should study one of the subtopic of it. I had done already many videos related to grammar, which you can check in the I description box. So we had already done let lakar earlier. You have to check it from this I button. Now let us revise the formula of every lakar first. This formula will always help you to get into every lakar and find its verb which is finally formed. Okay, so it is mooladhatuhu plus adeshah plus ganavikaranam plus lakar pratyaya kartanusaram is equal to kriyapadam. Some may say, "Oh my God, what you have written all this rubbish?" No. Mula dhatu are nothing but the root words of verbs. Gana Vikarana, which is decided for every class. 1, 4, 6, 10, it is a year, as respectively. Lakar pratyas will be discussing there. About Lat Lakar, it is Titaha, Anti, Sita, Tha, Mivaha, Ma, and Teite, Ante, Seite, Dve, Ivahe, Mahe. And Kriya Padam, which is formed by the combination of this. See, everything in detail I have explained in one of the video. You can check it in the I box. Revise it before every time. That is very, very, very important. Mark this sentence of mine because some people do forget this formula and they say how to form verb. I don't know. Now we would now study lat, lung, lot, vidilim, lut, lakar. For now, if someone tells me you teach me ashir, lung, lakar also, then we will do somewhere. But by time we are going to do So now, not to bore with this grammar, I would surely tell you about a formula, then about the meaning, but I will not go in detail about everything, every small thing, because that we will do while learning literature. So it is lang lakar, past tense. Okay, it has a certain different formula as a plus mula dhatu plus or adesha plus gana vikaranam plus lakar pratyaya arthanusaram is equal to kriya padam. Now its pratyaya are as given in the screen. I'll read it out for you once. Ta tam an visarga tam ta am vama. These two dots are nothing but visarga, which I already discussed in the uh, that video, one of the video. Then in apa pratyaya there are ta itamanta, thaha itamvam, ivahi mahi. Now not to confuse you, I will also give you one of the example. There's an example in front of you. Apathat, apathatam, apathan, apatha, apathatam, apathatam, apatham, apatava, apatama, bhasha, abhashata, abhashetam, abhashanta, abhashathaha, abhashetam, abhashadvam, abhashe, abhashahi, abhasha, mahi. If you feel the video is getting faster, you can pause it and go rewind because I don't want to extend the length of this video. पहले ही views कमा रहे तो लोगों को पका कर भी क्या views आते हैं. Lot lakar, it is imperative mode. We while translating the verbs of lot lakar we do may plus the verb may go, may eat, may have. So its pratyay are adnyartha pratyay means may. Tu tamantu shunyatam ta ani ava ama dash here means shunya. Now here they have given one note that मध्यम पुरुष एकवचनस्य प्रत्ययः हि अस्ति किन्तु गणानां प्रथम विभागे 1/4/16 तस्य लोपः भवति. Means this dash is nothing but he, but while forming kriyapadas in madhyam purush we have to make it as zero. Then in atmanepad it is tam itam antam swa itham vam ai avo hai ama hai. I am giving you the pronunciation of everything so that you do not get any confusion. Now next is an example of that. It is pathatu, pathatam, pathantu, patha, pathatam, pathata, pathani, pathava, pathama, mandhatu, manyatam, manyetam, manyenta, manyasva, manyetha, manyadvam, manyai, manyavahai, manyamahai. Next lakar is Vidhiling lakar, potential mood. We translate it by should eat, should have, should go. Pratyas are as follows. Vidhiling pratyaya, vidyartah, itam, ihu, itam, ita, iyam, iva, ima, ita iatam iran ithaha iatam idham iya ivahi imahi. Now while forming verbs because of sandhi rule, mostly it becomes as is a. So you can even remember as that et etam iu a yuhu. Okay, we'll see the example, we'll get clearly. पठेत पठेताम पठेयुः पठेये पठेतम पठेत पठेयम पठेव पठेम दिशेत दिशेयाताम दिशेरन दिशेथाः दिशेयाताम दिशेध्वम दिशेय दिशेवहि. Last is root lakar, future tense. We translate it as shall. Okay. Pratyas are seti setah santi sasi setah setah syami syavi samah. In Atmanabad there are sete sete sante sase syathe swadhe se syavahe syamahe. You will pronounce it once, you will get clearly. These are similar to that of lat lakara which we had already done. You have to just add syam. Now there are some minor changes while forming of lut lakara which we will discuss in the some further video. Now example of this is गमिष्यति गमिष्यतः गमिष्यन्ति गमिष्यसि गमिष्यतः गमिष्यथ गमिष्यामि गमिष्यवः गमिष्यामः. Then लभु लप्स्यते लप्स्यते लप्स्यन्ते लप्स्यसे लप्स्येते लप्स्यध्वे लप्स्ये लप्स्यवहे लप्स्यामहे. Now if you want to know why it become गमिष्यति instead of syati, लप्स्यते instead of लभ्स्यते, you can ask me in the chat box. I'll surely answer your queries. That is it for this video, everyone. Thank you for watching till here. Now I will just tell you to revise each and every concept to excel in grammar and tenses. This, if you find the video is too fast, please tell me. I will reduce my speed. We will divide the video further in part which you used to do earlier. Now, but thank you everyone. कि आप, if you revise this every time, go through the formula which I have told you earlier. And if you want detailed explanation on how each verb is formed, you can tell me in the chat box. You can mail me. Okay, I'll surely respond you. Thank you for watching this. Bye.